Brothers, sisters, and others of all colors, welcome back to another YouTube video. This time, I want to talk about something that many of you might not know about, alright? You often hear this advice of you gotta get out of your comfort zone. I just threw a freaking, I just threw a freaking cell. But yeah, you get this advice of like, you gotta get out of your comfort zone. This is your comfort zone. This is you. You're inside of that shit. And this advice is not bad advice. This advice is doing something very good for you, okay? That's the first thing you want to recognize, is that this is awesome. However, there is one fatal flaw with this particular piece of advice. And it's that there's a reason why we stay in our comfort zone, right? There is a reason for this. What is that reason? It's pretty simple. It's the fear of the unknown. Alright? It's the fear of the unknown. That's all it is. It's not that we don't want to be freaking. It's not that we don't want to do things outside of our comfort zone, it's just that we were afraid of the unknown. But you might be wondering, alright, well then why are we afraid of the unknown, right? Why would we be afraid of the unknown? And the reason for this I don't really know how to I don't know what this is. Why would we be afraid of the unknown? Alright. I'm still figuring that one out. So let's go back to the advice of getting out of your comfort zone. Why do you want to get out of your comfort zone? The reason why is because you want to grow it. You want to expand your comfort zone. And the way you do that is that you are using discomfort, right? This is like comfort, and every time you walk up a new step, the comfort zone gets bigger. Now this becomes comfortable. And so as you keep going up, right? You create more and more comfort. That's the value of getting out of your comfort zone. It's this. It's the freaking stocks going up, man. That's what you're looking for. Hold on. Make that green. It's the stocks. You want this shit. So then again, that comes back to this question of like, well, why do we stay in our comfort zone? Which is just the fear of the unknown. I think that there's a fear of the comfort. There's a fear of comfort or discomfort. It creates this desire to stay in the comfort zone, right? That if you go into this discomfortable place, if you go there, you're gonna fucking die. Or something bad is going to happen. And I realize this now that I think about things like procrastination, right? Hold on. I saw the vision. I saw the vision. All procrastination is the avoidance of discomfort. Because all avoidance is characterized by disengaging. All avoidance is characterized by disengagement. It's literally all the same. Like it all has the same starting point, is like avoidance, right? Which is like literally to get away from something or to stay away. I think some part of us doesn't want well, I mean, you already know. It's pretty much this image right here. I think some part of us does not want to be comfortable, or some part of us doesn't want to be comfortable in this new reality that is created by avoiding. Yeah, I think that some of us don't want to become comfortable with this new reality, and I think I know why. I think the reason why is because freaking being in a society you kind of have to live a certain way. You kind of have to live in this discomfortable way, right? The what's the guy? There's the guy. We live in a society, alright. And in living in a society, we have to we're encouraged to run too much towards discomfort without understanding the value of comfort. We are told to toss away. Okay, yeah. We're told to fucking throw away comfort. We're taught that comfort is not productive. And so secretly we know, like, this is bullshit. We all know this is bullshit because it doesn't work like that. The reason what, as we've discussed here, hold on, it's this one right here. As we discussed here, the reason why you want to become uncomfortable is because you want to be comfortable. You want discomfort to be comfortable. You want to start that art career so you can be comfortable making art, right? The discomfort comes later. Caring about the discomfort, caring about the challenge, caring about fucking the challenge, the fucking all of this shit, the discomfort, the passion of like destroying yourself for greatness, right? Suffering for fucking hold on. Live drawn. Fucking suffering, for greatness. All this shit comes later. This is after everything else. This is not in the beginning. This is not when you're like 2 years old. This is not when you're 5 years old. You barely know how to freaking. You just learned how to walk. You just learned how to walk. You don't need to throw away joy, happiness, for all of these things, to aspire to be some great figure, okay? All of that shit comes later. This is why you fucking do it. This is why you do it right here. You're doing it for fucking this. You're doing it for more of this. More comfort. You're not getting out of your comfort zone. You're becoming comfortable with more things. You're creating comfort from discomfort. That is why I think that the idea of getting out of your comfort zone, while it does have value, is kind of misleading. Because it's telling you discomfort is good. Which is not necessarily the case. Or rather, it's kind of confusing, right? Because it's not good because it feels bad, right? This feels good, and that's why this is good, because you want to turn this into more of this. That's the whole point. So yes, if you don't have, to worry about anything, if you're fortunate enough to have space to experience comfort, then you should, and you should enjoy it. Look, this is what I'm saying. This comes back to my point about procrastination, alright? Stay in bed, alright? This is good. Stay in bed if you can. Do not put yourself in a position where if you aren't in one already, do not put yourself in a position where children rely on your stability, where your life revolves around your stability. It revolves like, I think this shit literally, or this idea that discomfort is good and comfort is bad, is a part of the reason why we create these stupid fucking circumstances, and why we're so eager to jump up the fucking ladder. Alright? You know, just to get to the top. Who gives a fuck about the top, okay? The top doesn't matter. The only reason why the top matters is because it's built upon the coolest looking fucking bricks of all time. This is the only reason why the top matters. Because you want the cool bricks. Bricked up, one could say. You want to be bricked up. You want cool ass bricks that this shit is built on. You want to build with fucking bricks. That's why you want to get to the top. You want to get to the top because it's the only way to be loved. There are other ways to be loved. That's just a lie. Alright? There are other ways to be loved than to be the best. It's just as important for me as it is for everybody else to hear. And you don't have to. In fact, it's the opposite of this. This shit is built on this. Alright? If you look closely, if you look with a microscope, all of these bricks are built on these bricks right here. This is the atomic structure of glass bricks. Alright? What it looks like. Trust me, I'm a scientist. All of these bricks that make up this shit are built on this shit. And because we think we gotta get this from something else, we can't recognize the love that's already within these bricks. You become blind to it, alright? If you're looking like Kenshi from Mortal Kombat, minus the cool spirit powers, I'm blind to these fucking bricks, can't see what it's made out of, because you can't see this, because this has been put behind this. But this is everywhere. This love is everywhere. That is the value of the comfort zone. The comfort zone is the recognition comfort is the recognition of what you know. The reason why we fear the unknown, now that I think about it, is that I think that deep down, you know, it's hard for us to trust our own feelings, right? how do you even get to the point? How do you even get to the point where you want to fucking do this? Like how do you even get to here? How do you get to the discomfort? You know, if you can't trust your emotion. Hold on, that one didn't make much. That drawing didn't. If you can't trust, I guess this one just works. This one just works well. But yeah, how can you even get through here? All right, how can you even get through here? All right. If you can't trust it enough to see that what's under here is here. If you don't trust it, you're going back here because, well, it's scary. It says sorry on it. Kinda bad. But what about things that look like this? When something looks like this, it's a little bit easier to trust, right? This looks way easier to trust. Because you can just jump right into this. And so here's what I see. You're told that... Hold on. I think it's the fact that you're told that this is bad, right? And this is good. This is true. So you're confused when you go over to here and you're like, hey, so then why does this feel so good? Even if it gets a little worse the farther you go. Why does this feel so good if this is not good? And why is this so good if this is so bad? But the truth is that this outer layer is indeed good. The pleasure you get from things like PMO, you know, fucking candy, meat, I guess, and just like, I guess, McDonald's. I hate this. I hate to use this one. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. We're not going to use that one. We're going to use social media and just consumption in general. All of these things come from something that like, this is good. Like, there's good in these things. The feelings that you get from these things are not lies. They aren't fake. They aren't cap. They aren't bullshit. But the only bullshit is when you go all the way into the center It's only bad when you go all the way into the center instead of just staying out here and having a little bit. In fact, this is the reason why we have fucking cooking. Alright? Food is delicious. Good food is the byproduct of this. Because you have all the pleasure of this, you have all of this, all this stuff on the outside, all this superficial pleasure, on the outside, and then you have, and yeah, we'll add broccoli, not broccoli, but these are just green. A little bit of broccoli in here. Vegetables are good. Because you can cook them. Alright? You cook the vegetables and they become delicious. That is what we're after here. That's the real meaning of a... Never mind. It was one of those song references that come up and I just like take over my brain sometimes. The real meaning of a thrasher is a whiplash out. The real meaning of a thrasher is to take this shit right here, the deep good of things that seem scary, like vegetables, practice, art, which is well, really it's just a practice of art. It's not actually the art itself. You know, gratitude, exercise, meditation, and these aren't even like this. Actually, I'm gonna freaking change the game again. Watch this. Some of these things don't actually look like this. In fact, most of them look like this. Most things are like this, actually. There's a little bit of ugly, but it's mostly pretty awesome. Checking my recording time, we're at 30 minutes. Most things look like this. It's just that results-based thinking, where you put the fucking result in front of the process, actually makes things look like this instead. So yeah, That is the truth behind the comfort zone. The real truth behind the comfort zone. It seems scary, but it's not. And the whole reason why you get out of your comfort zone, right? Do things that are uncomfortable, so you become more comfortable. You don't do things to become more discomfortable. You do things to become more, you do uncomfortable things become more comfortable. That's the point. It's always been the point. But I think that we had gotten to a point where we tried to mimic something from the outside. It was actually totally different on the inside, which is actually a very common pattern in society, at least the one that I come from, the society that I was born into, and the culture that I'm familiar with. That is what I had to say to you. So yeah, get out of that comfort zone. If when you're ready to, okay, get out of bed when you're ready to, alright? Enjoy being in bed and staying in bed as much as you can. And then, when you're ready, when you are ready, step out. Become comfortable. Become comfortable in more ways. Find more comfort in it. Become a more comfortable person by doing the uncomfortable. That is my message for you today. Thank you for listening to this whole thing if you have. I'd be amazed if you have, because I don't have many viewers, and this is 30 minutes long. But anyways, that's all I had to share with you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Or day.